Hello everybody, my name is Joe Guy and welcome back to Chats. Chats o'clock. Chats time, chatter, the view, loose woman. What's up?
So, the Templars joined the Inquisition. Even with Cullen here, I never thought that would happen. Of course, after Kirkwall, I never thought anyone would use red lyrium on purpose either. The Templars should know better than anyone what that shit does to people. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
That's very true, actually. How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder one managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
That's true. The other one, almost forgot about them. Yeah, like, above all else. It does appear to be tied to this thing, which is interesting. But I think it is all harm. We need to eliminate it.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Anything but celebrate, have a party, catch my breath. To catch my breath, honestly.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
See, that's the thing, Varric, is like, this is me catching my breath. This is me relaxing, is by hanging around and talking to people, which is kind of interesting, because in real life, socialization, for the most part, takes it out of me, except for a few very particular people. I find it's effort, and I need time to recuperate after talking with anybody. More or less. Not dramatically, so not like I get completely knackered. I'm just, being on point and being entertaining in conversation and not to sound, cruel or anything, but like, making an effort to connect and having, what is that guy doing? And be interested in other people's stories. Not that they're not interesting, it's just, I approach other people's stories and situations much like I would approach like a textbook or something like that. It's not like I don't care about what's inside, it's just that it's like new information that I have to put effort into committing to memory. So it all takes that out of me eventually, and I need to rest and recuperate in a place like this. Hopefully,
Just what I heard.
hopefully, she's not playing. Hey, Sera.
You think entirely too much about Templars filling up the place.
Ooh.
Best of the polished helms come to save us. Good partners, I suppose, if they decide to stay and do what they're told. Seem to have a problem with that.
Yeah, you did not approve, I remember, when I allowed the Templars to remain as themselves. Best tools for the job. Yeah, I mean, I would say so.
Whatever you think, they're the best hammer for this particular nail.
Well, watch your thumbs, because a Templar might slip or... You want about anything else?
The metaphor is actually apt, yes. Watch your thumbs. Watch your thumbs. I'll watch my thumbs, especially my majorly thumbs. Tell me about your background. I need a lockpicked. Tell me about your background.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
I can make a base of Jason.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
Okay. Who trained you?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
That's clever. Only when I'm boasting. No, not typically. But there is such a thing as natural talent, and yes, you're right. The pieces fit together. Like, physically, it makes sense. It's not magic, which would actually require some, training because it's so foreign to us. But a bow and arrow is just, putting an arrow on a bit of string so that it flies from an implement in a particular direction at high speeds. With a brain as interesting as yours, you look at the world a bit differently. I can see how something like that could happen.
Usually it takes considerable discipline, hence my question.
Hence? Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company.
Yeah.
Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
That's true. That's true. I feel like I was going to say something there. Oh, yes. No, her mannerisms, her way of speaking. After speaking with Cole, she is making a lot more sense, basically. It's a lot easier to understand what she's talking about.
You're not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult?
Neither.
Suppose I could go barefoot and whine more. Like that Solus, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
You're saying get over it?
I think there's more to it than that. A few thousand years more.
Hey, someone wants to be angry about old debts, be angry. Be a terror that never lets an enemy forget. But if you're digging it up so you can wear it, that's just weird. I mean, the Dalish don't really know. They have stories, but that's all they are. It's all fancy dress, not history.
Well, Solus's life is in the past, That's his prime motivation for everything, is so he can go back to enjoy his stories. I mean, I sympathize. It's a good way to live, but it's similar to living, it's similar. There's probably more productive things that he could be doing, but that is his choice. And it has led him here, where he will probably, meet his productivity quota for the rest of his life.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
See you later, Sera. Do you have anything to say?
Oh, Maker, you were him. You were the Herald of Andraste.
Yeah, hi.
And you were sent to show us we were wrong to be afraid of the mages. I have always respected magic. I think the Maker blessed your rebellion and... I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
Hi. Relax.
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
Makes sense. I thought you would have owned this place from before the Inquisition started, honestly. So, yeah, no, makes sense. Leliana helped set this place up. It's clever. How do you know her?
You said Leliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, mainly. I managed an inn back in Denerim. When I heard interesting gossip, I'd pass word to Leliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realise she meant this.
So what's here? I guess I could have spoken to you earlier. I just never did. I could have sworn I tried, though.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harrit is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can't make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
I met all these people, and Segret is the most useless merchant in all the land.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
The Pole down at the blacksmith has a better inventory than he does. And I don't think that guy actually sells anything except schematics for better stuff. But I brought that ridiculous piece of armor for Blackwall from Segret. I don't know what he thinks he's storing, but he just... I don't know, useless. Hey, Solus.
So the Templars will put their powers to use, sealing the breach. Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to fight.
Beggars can't be choosers. Well, I did choose. I chose... I don't think any of these really cover what I want to say. I think you might be underestimating them.
The Templars are a powerful force. The thing affecting them was not just a simple demon.
Fair enough. Bear in mind the demon, however powerful, was but a single minion of the Elder One.
True.
Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again with the Templars. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Aspires to godhood. Don't know where you're getting that idea from, but it sort of fits. Speak with everybody here. I forget what these rooms do. But we're taking our time. It's the start of a session, and we get to wander around and just be chill about stuff. I haven't looked at this in ages, actually. So, healing potions, resource 435. Cool, well that's... yeah, no one near anything, actually. Regeneration potion. Duration. Yep. Wow, this stuff is all... pretty full on. And one Black Lotus, jeez. A lot of effort required in everything. Tonics? Well, these are all unknown. I definitely have a grenade or two, right, though? And even fire. Wow. I am useless. Still, what's good is that crafting materials don't take up space, so I just need to cast a general net over... crap. Ow. My chair's not the comfiest in the world. I think we've covered this already. A general net over the lands that I go. A general crafting net. And some wasps. Oh no. Bees and wasps in the same jar. That's honestly making me cringe. And I should eventually just naturally gain enough materials to do what I want to do. As for these equipping, I really haven't made much use out of these other ones yet. I can give Solus the lyric... No. Hang on. I must be able to, right? Oh, are you kidding me? I need to wait for the character to... Okay, no. It's loaded up. So Vivienne, yes, certainly needs that. I should make more use out of these, honestly. I need one effort for that, so I click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're very much for use in emergencies, of course. You, and even fire could be fun. Bit of Blood Lotus, give you a couple of those. Black Wall, certainly a regeneration potion. I think I know who I'm giving the jar of bees to. Sera, of course. Yep, that'll do nicely. I mean, we can...
send me over to see if you need anything.
Thank you, no. Can't eat while I'm working. Crumbs in a potion could ruin everything.
It's true. It's true. Crumbs. Crumbs are evil.
Back. And in one piece.
They're so evil. Hi. How are things?
How are your people holding up?
No one's declared me a heretic recently, so I won't complain.
Alright, ciao.
Farewell.
Okay. Onward then. Sorry, I got turned around again. Every time. Like, I walk around this corner and just... Hang on, where's world? Where's anything gone? You know, I want to talk to Leliana. I hope she has something interesting to say.
Your enchanter Vivienne lives well.
Hey.
The Templars will be an asset to this Inquisition. It's a shame we couldn't also get the mages on our side.
Yeah, I know. I honestly... I know the game told me that I wouldn't be able to work with the mages, and that makes sense, but I haven't given up hope on them yet. Bringing the aggressors into line have certainly made the quote-unquote victims, although I will call them victims. I think victims is the right word for the rebel mages, at least if one side is going to be called the victims and one the aggressors. Templars definitely aggressors. Bringing the aggressors in, it won't have made any friends with the people who feel victimized by the aggressors all this time, but... And perhaps even dissolving them would have made a better chance of that. But it's the way it panned out. Like, we're going for reform here, and I haven't lost hope and peace. Especially since I was a mage that did it, you know? How are things?
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars join the Inquisition has done wonders for our reputation. The people trust the Templars, and now they trust us.
That's a good point. The rebel mages probably would have given us a much more uncertain reputation. If I asked you about this, I'm sorry.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
I don't think I have. So what? Why?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
It's a good thought. I know. I'm sorry she died.
I'm sorry she didn't live to see the Inquisition.
So am I.
Mm-hmm. You know, yes, you would have been good on the field.
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I sort of knew that anyway, but just for like a holiday, just so that you could blow off some steam. You're quite a tense, uptight person in Inquisition compared with the previous games, Leliana, and if you ever want to blow off some steam by killing a few monsters and Templars and other, you know, less well-aligned rogues, then feel free to pop along with a blade and a helping hand. Besides, I don't think we have a redhead. Nope. Back's chest hair doesn't count, does it? No, he's more like brown-haired. And left hand. What does the left hand do? And as opposed to the right hand, because Cassandra made a really good analogy with what does any right hand do. So what about the left?
What exactly does the left hand of the Divine do?
A Divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
Have I mentioned this on recording? Because I definitely know this, and I think it was pointed out to me originally in some comments, that Justinia, Divine Justinia, was the same woman who was in Leliana's song, the same Chantry mother who took Leliana in after she escaped from Duke whoever's fortress. Sounds like Spy Master.
So you were her spy master too?
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
That's fair. There's nothing wrong with Spy Masters. What was she like?
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Indeed. Were you more than friends? I'm gonna ask this, but it's a weird question, but I've no fear of losing approval or anything.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic.
No.
Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes. It was more than friendship.
Why couldn't I mean that? That's actually more along the lines of what I meant. How'd you meet?
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea.
That was it.
I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Mm-hmm. I remember her. She was a good woman. It was a real turning point in Leliana's song, I remember.
We'll talk more later.
Leliana's song. It's possibly one of the more distinctive DLCs I remember. I mean, I remember Awakening, obviously, because it was big and bombastic, and it had this big arc, and it was huge. And Dragon Age, Darkspawn Chronicles, that was what it's called, was also really distinct in its concept. And then there's Golem of Angmar, which had its own wee thing, and Witch Hunt, which was really cool. But Leliana's song was distinctive in its own way, atmospherically. Its music was really good, whether it was the starting music whilst you guys were pursuing the game around Denerim, and this lofty bardic music came as you were, you know, killing guards and stealing and hanging nobles' underwear from billboards. That was all really fun. And then later in the fortress, when everything was down and the betrayal was had set in full. Can I get up here, please? That was really... It wasn't super oppressive. It wasn't an atmospheric highlight, but coming out of that and being confronted with the absolute peace that was in the Chantry. Like, we've been in Chantry many times as Nathan, but Leliana's whole thing was in there. She stopped and she realized what life in there could be like, and we spoke to Dorothea, and it was just beautiful. With the choir music in there just sounding peacefully. And as a result, yes, I do remember Dorothea. I remember that whole scene very, very vividly, because I was playing Leliana, and that's what drew her back to the Chantry. Alright, well, we're running a little long on this episode, but we've only got a couple more people to speak to anyway.
There was no word.
Hey Vivian, how are things?
It is good that you salvaged as many Templars as you did, my dear. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. The Chantry may still have stockpiles we can use.
It's a good point. That's a good point. We're not feeding addictions. Colin can handle that. That may not be enough. But they get their powers from lyrium, don't they? Don't they? I think Alistair said something about that. Like, lyrium... No, they don't need it, but lyrium makes it more potent. The Chantry may still have stockpiles that we can use. Colin may... Yeah, we're not feeding addictions. Yeah, I can be a little naive about this. I'd rather... We're going to reform them. The lyrium addiction probably isn't helping their demeanor.
I'm not enabling these addicts. We'll cut them off.
How noble of you to recruit the Templars only to leave them fevered and powerless in camp. The breach has done more than disfigure the sky. The veil itself is broken. All mages, no matter how skilled, are now in danger of drawing demons to them. Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos.
You make a good point. Maybe, like... Maybe lyrium's more of a cost that they pay as opposed to an added bonus. Yeah, you're probably right.
It's a good idea to plan for trouble.
I'm glad you understand. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Yeah, no, I agree completely with you.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
We need mages in the Chantry. Mages should be free. We need the circle back. I don't know what this means exactly. Mages in the Chantry. I never really thought of that. Mages should be free. Too risky. We need the circle back.
The circle has to be restored if you want to keep the peace.
That's comforting to hear, but you'll find opposition to the idea even among friends.
Yeah, I know.
It's something to consider, my dear.
I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the same, but it needs to come back in some form. I'm not a big fan of those three options there. They felt like oversimplifications, one and all, but at least it gives me a
The
direction.
Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lily. I understand you were
there's Josephine.
Instrumental in garnering the assistance of the Templars. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
Yeah, absolutely. We will do our best.
We will try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there.
Yeah.
So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goal.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have sealed the breach, We shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
A decision may well be on the horizon. Indeed.
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
What's up with Josephine, I wonder?
I'll take my leave.
Is that Harding?
Good day.
Hey, Harding.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's Templars.
Oh, I see.
According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Right, right. The remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses. Yeah, well. I thought I just said converting the masses, which makes it a little bit clear. The Chantry's incompetent. It's been this way for years. It seems a little incompetent. It seems that way now.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevara, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
That's true.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Yeah. It's true to start many fights, but yeah, I can see what you mean.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
Ambitious notion. Tall order, it's not our job. You know, I'm really glad that we picked you, Josephine. Like, not only are you really, like, you're good at this politics, this game playing stuff, but not only that, you are the first person I think I met in any of these games that make it actually sound worth doing. You have really outlined the way that this game can be not even twisted, just played so that we're getting the results that we want, and I have no doubt that your heart is not in this for power, it is for the right intentions. And yes, I am going to flirt.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Elysian politics, Lady Montillier?
It's true.
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach.
Oh.
If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I know what I think. I really do. If faith is a matter of belief, talk to me about this pre-Templar. I would have chosen this, absolutely. Or evaded the question. Or chosen this, because despite maybe mulling it over in my head, I never claimed it. Now, I think I know what I believe, and I might as well start saying it.
I tell the Chantry that Andraste herself shielded me from harm.
I'd truly like to hear the debates that would raise in Val Royaux. Thank you for your thoughts. A good day to you.
See ya. Okay. Terrific.
I don't know if Apothecary Adon can get
Shut up
me
and
that
take your
many
research.
million drafts, Revered
Yes.
Mother.
Good.
There was a ton of stuff.
If you find anything,
Mother.
please bring it in.
There was not just a corpse brain, I got a ton
If
of
you
research.
find anything, please bring it in.
Whatever. Alright, guys. There it is. Jeez. Damage bonus against demons. Excellent. Wow. Look at all these codex updates. On me rock. not my rock, it's the land's rock. Okay, sweet. Guys, this episode's already run long. Thanks very much for watching. In the next episode, we'll pick up where we left off. I don't know where we are leaving off, but we'll work it out. See ya.